Work begins on Beans Bob's Africa Twin. The one thing I'm still scared of doing is riding this bike because it's really high, so I might just put a cushion or something on the seat instead of the seat and go test drive it. But let me show you what we'll be doing first. Today I'll concentrate on either the front or the rear cylinder. I'll have a look at that. I'm going to get the cover off first, do an inspection on the inside, line up the cylinder that I want to be working on, front or back. What we will be doing on this motorcycle is a complete top end rebuild. I'm not going to be doing anything at the bottom. We've got new rings, cylinders will be honed out properly, valve stem seals, they'll be fitted, but I'll be doing one cylinder at a time. So for now it's opening it up and see what lurks behind. I might just start on the rear cylinder, but as I said, first going to get the clutch cover off. I want to do a quick inspection there, and I think on the next video I'll show you what we find on the inside. Update 2 on Beans Bob's Africa Twin. I've taken off the rear cylinder. I'll show you a few things quickly. And I found a problem. Not a big issue, but this bike reached soaring temperatures at some stage, and I had this on another Africa Twin as well, but let me show you. So the sleeve doesn't have any visible scratch marks on it. It has a reach from long usage. The compression rings I've taken off. They were loose, like you expect them to be on a piston. But the oil rings are corked solid in the piston. They have seen some heat at some stage, so I need to get them out. But I think our problem is our oil rings collapsed and seized solid on the piston, and good compression, but this is where the oil usage would have come from, depending on what we find on the front cylinder. But the first anomaly that I see, piston rings are solid on the piston. The rest looks fine. I'll do the honing of the sleeve and get that sorted out, and then I'll keep you posted on whatever else I find. Let's do a bit of cleanup. Quick follow up on our strip down that we're doing on Beans Bob's Africa Twin. A bit early in the video, I'm stringing them along. I'll do one video on it. I mentioned the piston rings being seized up on the oil side. So compression rings were all good. I took them off. They were loose. The oil rings were stuck, solid, collapsed, tracked in on the piston. There's no spring load in them anymore, not even a little bit. So at the moment the oil usage on the rear cylinder would have come from, that could have been somewhere high heat. I've had it on my Africa Twin where I did a long, very hot ride out and switched it off, and the next morning didn't even start. So even the compression rings collapsed on that one. But I must say it was like, must probably 40, felt like 90 degrees. On this one I will be honing the sleeves. I'll get that done today. I'll spend a lot of time on the piston. I want to make sure that that is all good and proper. A lot of cleaning to do. And remember, I always say, and this is easy, people forget it easy, you have an exhaust side on the front cylinder and you have an exhaust side on the rear cylinder. And if you are building engines, you would know intake is in, but you might be confused. Exhaust is forward, so you would think, oh yeah, intake is this side, but it's wrong, because the Africa Twin has the exhaust on this side, so intake is on this side. Don't get confused with that piston layout. I'll have a look at the crank, but I didn't see any problems on it at the moment. It's just a collapsed oil ring, and hopefully I'll start reassembly today on this one again on the back. But let me just properly clean it out and upload this for you so that you have some progress. I've done other builds where I concentrated on how I do it. I don't really have all the facilities here at the moment. I have a bit of a small workshop. Not back in South Africa as yet. So I'll do my best and I'll tell you, keep you posted on what I do, how I assemble it, and I'll give you the progress on the honing. And then we can take it from there. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you're still in the video at this stage, Cape Town. I've had a few people from Cape Town doing requests. I might come down there. Enough people want me down there, I'll go down to Cape Town. Until later, everybody, safe travels wherever you're going. Cheers.